Greetings, my friend.
Oh, hi there. My name is Prostetnik Vogon Jeffs, and in this video I'm going to be talking about the 2024 supernatural tarot card horror film, wait for it, Tarot. It's a movie written and directed by Spencer Cohen and Anna Hallberg in their directorial debuts, obviously. And it's based on the book Horrorscope by Nicholas Adams, which begs the question, why would you choose to name your film Tarot instead of Horrorscope? That's a way better title. Oh no. Is this the first sign? Is this the prescient warning of how bad this movie's gonna be? Let's get into it.
I f***ing hate this f***ing movie.
Just when you thought it couldn't get worse. Just when you thought, how could they make a movie worse than Unfrosted, or Madam Web, or Rebel Moon?
Alright, okay. That's enough.
Along comes Tarot, the movie about tarot cards.
Yeah, I don't like the sound of that.
Admittedly, I'll probably look back on this movie fondly when they inevitably release the Yahtzee, Uno, and Magic Healing Crystals movies. But for now, my prediction is that Tarot will be the worst movie of the year.
How do you know that?
I asked my local psychic palm reading tarot enthusiast, and she confirmed it to be true. Spoilers! This movie is terrible, and I'm going to spoil the whole thing. Alright. A group of friends, I won't bore you with all of their names because it really doesn't matter. Anyway, a group of friends rent a mansion in the Catskills, an area in southeastern New York, to celebrate the birthday of redhead female friend.
Happy birthday, Elise.
Happy birthday, girl.
Happy birthday.
They run out of booze and decide to ransack the house to find more.
Pretty sure this place has booze locked up somewhere, right?
Bunch of lushes. They don't want to deal with the awkwardness of a recent breakup between Haley, the protagonist of the movie, and her former boyfriend, Grant.
We broke up.
What? When?
So they break a lock and venture into the mansion's basement, where they find a trove of antique oddities. Among these oddities is an occult box of hand-painted tarot cards.
I've never seen cards like this before. They look hand-painted.
The group pesters Haley into performing a tarot reading,
Yes, Haley, you gotta do readings for everyone.
which she is conveniently capable of doing.
Like, how do you even know that?
I don't know. I guess I kind of taught myself.
So where should we do this?
I don't want to.
Come on, Haley, it's my
Haley.
birthday.
She reads cards for everyone,
Let's go!
including herself, in the most brutally obvious case of foreshadowing ever. Seriously, she literally explains how everyone is going to die,
The High Priestess reversed as a warning to maybe slow down. She could cause you to slip up and suffer a crushing blow.
All right.
Outed.
because apparently tarot reading is an exact science in this world. The next day, the group heads back to their school campus in the city. Redhead female friend is bludgeoned with an attic ladder by the High Priestess, just as her tarot reading predicted.
I never saw that coming.
The friends are shocked by the demise of redhead female friend, and soon after, generic white male is lured into an abandoned subway station by the Hermit, who does him dirty with an imaginary subway train. Finding the two successive deaths slightly suspicious,
Maybe it's a coincidence.
the 5 remaining friends get together and conclude that they must have something to do with the tarot readings.
It's fate. The readings.
Yeah, I don't know. I that's a stretch.
Capricorns are rule breakers. He was in a restricted area. He's an earth sign. They found him in the dirt.
What are you trying to tell us? You think our readings are coming true?
Yes, but in ways we never could have imagined.
They do some bullshit online research and find an extremely convenient local expert named Alma Astron.
Lots of articles by the same person. Yeah. Alma Astrom.
Cool. So I just looked her up. She's a total whack job. A total joke in the astrology community, so.
We should contact her.
Yeah.
100%.
Didn't know.
Yeah.
Straight to voicemail.
What do we do?
who looks exactly how you would imagine she would look. Alma tells the friends about how this occult box of tarot cards has been traveling between groups for years. Alma has been tracking it, of course, but lost the scent nearly 15 years ago. Thank God these kids showed up at her doorstep, eh? She continues her tales by informing the young group of friends about the astrologer, a peasant woman from Hungary who predicted the death of a count's wife and unborn child in 1798. When the predictions came to pass, the count accused the astrologer of witchcraft and killed her daughter as an act of revenge. So the astrologer cursed the cards and blah 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 blah.
Are you saying that we're cursed?
Yes.
Alma tells the friends that the only way to lift the curse is to destroy the cards.
What do we do?
What I should have done a long time ago. Destroy the deck.
The group of friends head back to the city and argue about whether Alma was telling the truth.
Why is it so easy for you to buy into this crap?
Why is it so easy for you not to?
They are interrupted when their car breaks down on a bridge, and sensing that another tarot card death is approaching, the group warns generic female friend not to run, because that's what the reading told her not to do.
When you sense danger, you tend to run, but this might maybe fight that urge.
So what does she do?
Don't run!
Wait!
Don't run!
Hold on!
She runs, and is eventually caught by the Hanged Man. The group decides they need to go back to the mansion and destroy the deck.
We gotta go back to that house. Destroy the deck.
But Ned, thinking the best course of action is to barricade themselves on campus, leaves the group.
I'm gonna go back to my room, I'm gonna lock myself in there and wait for this shit to blow over.
Wait, that's your plan?
He's then hunted down by the Fool, but we never see him die. And we all know what that means. Meanwhile, back at the mansion, hot female friend gets more plot-saving advice from the internet.
What website is this?
I don't know, Grant. I just found it. Okay, it says some curses have an object that needs to be destroyed physically, and other curses have...
Okay, we don't have time for this. We need to destroy these cards.
They need to burn the cards.
According to this other website, destruction by incineration is the best way to remove an ancient curse from an object.
But oh no, the cards won't burn.
Aren't they burning?
Luckily, Alma shows up out of nowhere to drop some last-minute exposition.
The astrologer bound her spirit to the deck. She embodies the cards, like a shapeshifter.
And help the three remaining friends destroy the cards. But oh no, the astrologer takes her out with a bunch of knives. And then the magician saws hot female friend in half. Haley and Grant barricade themselves in a room until Haley has an epiphany. Maybe, if they do a reading for the astrologer, they can turn the curse back on her.
What?
Grant isn't buying it, and doesn't think that they can do it.
We have to try.
But I thought you said we couldn't change fate.
But Haley is like, what if we could?
Well, what if we could? What if we could?
I'm gone.
And then Grant is pulled through a window by the devil. And Haley is chased through the house by death. All hope seems lost when death catches Haley, but luckily, without any explanation, Grant shows up, perfectly fine, and helps Haley escape so that she can do her reading.
Oh, you were dead.
Say goodnight.
The astrologer is defeated. Yay? Yay. Haley and Grant leave the mansion holding hands. I guess their relationship is back on. Okay, sure. Anyway, while walking down a dark road, Grant gets the feeling that maybe the curse hasn't been lifted after all.
In my horoscope. Dark road, right?
But no, it's just Ned.
Guys!
See? See? Apparently, the Fool disappeared when Ned's roommate, Todd, showed up out of nowhere.
Hey, Todd, what's going on?
The end.
You must be kidding, aren't you?
Everything about this movie screams generic. There's nothing inherently bad about the cinematography or art direction, but there's also nothing inherently good about it either. It's bland from start to finish.
Yeah, I mean, I can't not agree with you.
It feels like every other generic horror movie. There are no breathtaking set pieces, and the monster designs, when you can actually see them, are uninspired and milquetoast. There's literally nothing here that we haven't all seen dozens of times before. The deaths are predictable and tedious. Even the locations are boring. The city they live in is supposed to be New York, I think. But you could have replaced that with any other city and no one would have noticed or cared. And there's no logic to the world as a whole. The police are investigating the deaths of the two first friends to die, but then we never hear from them again. The group is traumatized when their friends die.
You know, it's been a tough couple of days.
A tough couple of days. 2 of our friends are dead.
Until they aren't.
Yeah, don't you think that's just a little strange?
And fate is immutable, inescapable.
No matter how much it sucks, you can't change fate.
Until it isn't.
Guys, we did it. We changed fate.
F*** fate.
It honestly felt like, by the end of the movie, all the characters were just like, "F*** it, let's get this over with."
It's the only logical explanation.
And I don't blame them. Speaking of characters, let's talk about character development, of which there is none.
Who cares?
I'm not kidding, I'm not being glib. There is 0 character development in this movie.
We get it. Move on.
Moving on, let's talk about the plot. It's thinner and flimsier than a movie about Pop-Tarts. Here's the synopsis. 7 friends have their horoscopes read using a cursed deck of tarot cards. The cards come to life and kill the friends until the deck is finally destroyed.
Hold on a second, I'm lost.
No stakes are raised, there's no overcoming of character flaws, there is nothing of value here.
This is bad. This is really, really bad, okay?
Lucky for everyone watching, the movie is a merciful hour and 25 minutes in length. It feels much longer because it's terrible, but it's not taking 2+ hours of your life away. You're in, you're out. The pacing could have been helped by including plot and character development, but I suppose that's asking too much of a movie based on tarot cards. And the antagonist of the story, the astrologer, is extremely half-baked. The concept of the movie, though I'm reluctant to admit it, isn't actually the worst. The idea of a woman who curses a deck of tarot cards and they each manifest into reality to take the lives of those involved in a reading? As far as horror movies go, I've seen worse. But the astrologer is inconsistent. The hanged man takes out one of the girls even though all of her friends are present, but Ned escapes because his roommate Todd suddenly appears?
Is that how this works?
Grant is attacked by the devil, but escapes with 0 explanation. As an antagonist, the astrologer is nothing more than a plot device, and a bad one at that. You know it's a terrible horror movie when you don't actually want any of the good guys to survive. I mean, I'm assuming they're the good guys. We never learn enough about any of them to know or care. The superficial tarot reading at the beginning of the movie does nothing to establish who any of them really are. I mean, the last thing a horror movie should be is boring. I'm fine with nonsensical. You know, that could get a pass if the movie was genuinely frightening or entertaining.
I mean, that does kind of make sense.
But this movie is amateurish, boring, nonsensical, idiotic, derivative CW trash. The fact that Haley, Grant, and Ned all survived this experience was extremely disappointing.
And newsflash!
I was rooting for the astrologer by the end of this garbage.
Alright.
Is it the worst movie of the year? That's debatable, and only time will tell. Is it the worst horror movie of the year? Well, I haven't seen them all yet, so that's TBD, but I will say it's an incredibly strong contender. I just don't understand how anyone could have read this script and been like, yeah, no revisions needed. Sign me up.
It'll be all good. It'll be totally, totally good.
Oh my god. Tarot is a truly terrible movie.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Her horoscope, it came true.